very good morning to everyone, and really wonderful to have you all here. And let me begin with the confession today. How many of you have ever said, I'll start tomorrow? Or better yet, I'll start from Monday? Or the classic Indian version, Agle Mahine se pakka. Okay. And then Monday becomes Tuesday, the months roll over, and somehow the only thing that actually started was a new season on Netflix. And here's what's interesting. Most people who say this are not lazy people. Yes, they're intelligent, capable, caring, and people who genuinely want to do more. People sitting in this very room. So if you're not lazy, why does it feel like you are? And that question, that delicious, uncomfortable question, is exactly what we are exploring today. So today's topic is overcoming laziness with structure. Yes. So now hold this thought for the next 5 minutes. Most laziness is actually lack of structure. Let me say that again. Most laziness is actually lack of structure. And this changes everything. You know, just think about water for a moment. Rain falls on a field, and if there is no direction, no channel, no path, the water just spreads everywhere. It puddles, it evaporates, all that energy, all that potential wasted. But take the same water, put it through a canal, a pipe, a dam, and suddenly that same water is irrigating fields, running turbines, lighting up entire cities. The water didn't change, the structure did. And that, my friends, exactly what structure does to a human being too. See, here's what happened in our minds without structure. Every single day becomes a negotiation. Should I exercise today? I'm a little tired. Maybe after lunch. Actually, the weather is off. And let me see how I feel tomorrow. And we spend more energy deciding than actually doing. And now think about this. Every morning, millions of Indian women wake up and somehow, without a project plan, without a motivational quote, without an alarm that plays Jai Ho, the chai gets made. The tiffin gets packed. The children are ready for school. How? Because it's a system. It runs on structure, not on mood. Homemakers, you're already structure experts. You just haven't been given credit for it. The kitchen runs like clockwork because it has to. Imagine applying that same energy to one new goal, one small routine just for yourself. And for working women, you know what feeling on Sunday night when the week ahead feels like a mountain. There are people who goes to work even on Sundays. That's the life of working women. But the moment you make a quick plan, oh, Monday I'll handle this, Tuesday that, the mountain starts looking like a manageable hill. That relief, that structure working, it didn't change your workload. It changed your relationship with it. And gentlemen, let me ask you something. Do you need motivation to brush your teeth every morning? Do you sit and think, Aaj man nahi hai? No, you just do it because it's a habit. It's structured into your day. Your brain doesn't debate it. And now imagine if your walk, your reading, your one healthy habit work the same way. No motivation required, just structure. And this brings us to the most important truth of today. If you want, you can note it down. Motivation fades, systems remain. Let me tell you this again. Motivation fades, systems remain. Just this, let it sink in you. You know, motivation is that wonderful rush you feel after a good session like this one. You go home, you feel inspired, you are ready to change your life, and then life happens. You're tired. Someone needs something, the phone buzzes, and the motivation gone. But a system doesn't care how you feel. It just says, this is the time, this is the place, this is what we do. Clear routines creates automatic action. They remove the question, should I, and replace it with, it's time. And the most beautiful part, small systems beat big emotional decisions every single time. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You don't need a dramatic transformation. You need one small, consistent structure that becomes invisible, like brushing your teeth. So here's the exercise for today. Pick just one area of life. Yes, just one, where you feel stuck, delayed, or inconsistent. It could be your morning routine, your fitness, your study or learning, your work, and now design the simplest possible system for it. Something so small that you would feel almost embarrassed to say you couldn't do it. Not I'll exercise for 1 hour every day. Instead, I will put on my shoes and step outside at 7 a.m. That's it. The shoes go on, the rest follows. And now I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and meditate and journal and eat healthy. Instead, after I wake up, I will drink one glass of water before anything else. One anchor, one habit, one structure. So you can write it down right now if you can, because a plan in your head is a wish. A plan on paper is a commitment. So I want to close with something that quietly changed how I see this whole conversation. The architect and philosopher Buckminster Fuller once said, you never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. So stop fighting your laziness. Stop beating yourself up for every missed morning, every skipped workout, every delayed dream. Instead, build a structure so simple, so kind, so doable that laziness simply has nowhere to live. So, your call to action this week is choose one small routine, write it down, do it for 7 days, not because you feel like it, not because motivation stuck, but because the structure says it's time. So, water without direction spreads and disappears. But channeled water lights up the world. So, you have more than enough within you. All you need is a channel. So, let's build one. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.